Cybertrucks, a Model Y demo drive, and negative camber. Oh my. A visit to the Tesla service center in Coral Gables got really interesting really fast when there was a Cybertruck there. I ended up getting to drive the Model Y for the first time, and then I could not believe my eyes when I saw the rear tires on Lucky, our older 2016 Tesla Model X. And by the way, welcome back to TesLUCKY, the YouTube channel where you can follow the adventures, plural, of Lucky the Tesla and Karma, the brand new 2024 Tesla Model Y. More on her in a little bit. I'm sitting in Lucky. We're going to talk a little bit about Lucky to get this started, and that Cybertruck, OMG. Let's start with the Cybertruck. It was March 20, 2024. Carly and I had actually seen two Cybertrucks out in the wilderness. We saw one at a Florida Panthers game. It was dark and it was far away, and we got a picture, but it's a little bit grainy. Then I saw one driving around Key West. But this Cybertruck experience was so cool because it was just right there in the service center, like so close. Can you believe it? Isn't it cool, like, to be this close to one? This is the third one we've seen, but not this close. Yeah, I love it. Carly, I'm gonna touch it. I touched it. I touched the Cybertruck. Yes, I really did touch it to see if it was real. Why was Lucky there at the service center in the first place? To get a battery fuse replaced on the high voltage battery. So we're driving around in our loaner Model 3, which I took straight to Chick-fil-A, and I took Carly to the doctor, and then I had to take her to Cookie Crumble because she's obsessed with Cookie Crumble. Have any of the viewers of TesLUCKY had Cookie Crumble? Please let Carly know in the comments below. So we're at the Cookie Crumble, and I get an alert on my phone that says the cost estimate for today will be $2,477.37. WTF. I went from free warranty repair to I added the windshield wiper replacement. That was like $88. Tesla was recommending that I replace all 4 tires, and I was instantly very confused about this because we've started rotating the tires in Lucky. We have a video to explain why we recently started doing that. 5,000 miles ago, the tires were rotated. The tire shop here in Key West said they had a tread of 4, all the tires, inner, center, outer, and now all of a sudden they need to be replaced. So I told Tesla that, I'll just replace these tires in Key West. They came back to me and said that the front 2 tires could wait. They were a tread of a 3, but the 2 back tires had a tread of 0 and exposed wire, and they did not recommend me driving the 140 miles home on those tires. I authorized Tesla to go ahead and change the back 2 tires, which ended up costing me $1,019.71. I was planning to go to Key West the next day to our usual tire shop and have them change the front 2 tires just to save a little bit of money. That seemed like a good idea at the time. Boy, did that turn into a fiasco. More on that in a little bit. Now I want to show you the video of those back 2 tires and some major Tesla education that this Tesla driver is getting late in the game. I've been driving my Tesla for 5 years, and I'm still learning every day, and this was a big learning. Look at these back tires on Lucky the Tesla, which had 38,000 miles total. Okay, so this is on the inside, and on this one, it's like all the way around. Holy moly. Okay. And then on this one, it wasn't quite as bad. This was the right and the left, or? Yes.
Right rear. Yeah, this
right
was
rear,
right.
left rear. Okay. And this one goes all the way around, or just part of the way?
It's balled all the way around, but
I see. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. So, interesting. Any theories? I have been driving Lucky for 5 years, almost 125,000 miles. The reason at the end of that video I asked if they had any theories as to like what could have happened is because I have truly never seen this. I am a very conservative driver. I do drive in autopilot most of the time. I could not believe that wear and tear. I posted on a private Facebook group, the Tesla Model X Owners Group, pictures of my tires to see if I could get any feedback. I can't wait to read you some of these comments. They're actually like quite funny. And check this out. Thank you to the people who clicked care. That is really funny to me. Since this is a private Facebook group, I'm not going to put screenshots of the comments on the screen. I'm just going to read from these printouts. First comment, way too much negative camber. Okay, I'm just going to admit to you now, in the spirit of keeping it real here at the Real TesLUCKY, is I've never heard of negative camber. This is a new concept to me. More on that in a little bit. Boy, learning a lot. 38K is a good run for a Model X. Thank you. My theory, now hear me out, is that they were put on a Tesla Model X. That's also pretty funny. Known issue with the Model X. Once a tire begins to wear, it wears even faster. Okay, and then this is also funny. I think sometimes people just post and never read anyone else's posts or questions. Yes, that's true. I did not search this group for tires, and I should have, but I was in a hurry and I didn't do it. So I just posted my pictures. Boom. This has to be the most asked question in the group with always the same responses. I'm sorry, Tesla Model X Owners Group, Facebook people, I didn't think about that. Yep, the 50,000th post about Model X tire wear. I generally expect to get new tires every 25,000 miles. That's interesting. If only there was a fix to this topic that has been discussed a bazillion times. So let's talk about negative camber. Apparently this is when the rear tires, or I guess any tires, are like angled like slightly in, and it's done for performance reasons. Yeah, it's apparently a thing with the Model S and the Model X, not the Model 3, not the Model Y. And it's hard on tires, and this is why the tires wear on the edge and not on the tread. Negative camber. Here's a picture with an explanation that I found to show the wheel alignment, the difference between negative camber and positive camber. And it just goes on to say here, negative camber angles are more common in modern vehicles, especially performance and sports cars. They offer improved cornering, stability, and grip, making the vehicle feel more responsive. Let's get to the tire wear part here. While a negative camber can improve cornering, it may lead to slightly increased tire wear on the inner tires. However, this wear is often considered acceptable and can be mitigated with regular tire rotation and alignment checks. Okay, so now I know. And the story even gets more interesting from here. Let me tell you, life is never dull. The next day, I took Lucky to our usual tire shop in Key West, which is Keys Automotive Sales and Service at 3424 North Roosevelt Boulevard, and I just asked them to change the front two tires, and I was completely shocked with what they came back at me with. They took a picture of that little sticker that's on the driver's side door in the vehicle, and they told me that they were not going to be able to replace Lucky's tires with the 265R size that I had requested because the door sticker says that the specifications for this vehicle are 255. 265R tires, which are smaller. I didn't want the smaller tires. I want the tires that are actually recommended in the manual for my vehicle, for this Model X, which is updated in the MCU of the vehicle with the software updates. So I showed them the language here in the manual shows 265R is the size, and the guy took it to the supervisor, and they said for liability reasons they were not willing to put on the 265s. I could not believe this, because of course I could have had Tesla do it the day before, but I never dreamed that I would be refused this by my local tire shop to put on the same size tires that they did before. Anyway, it's cray-cray, but that was my reality. So back to Tesla. I went the next day to get the 2 front tires changed on Lucky. This time they didn't give me a loaner vehicle because it wasn't a warranty repair. This was tires, but they did offer me a demo vehicle. I didn't know the difference between loaner vehicle and demo vehicle. If you don't qualify for a loaner, they might be willing to give you a demo vehicle. Now you only have 2 hours, you don't have all day, but they were just changing the front 2 tires, and I just wanted to go to lunch at the Cheesecake Factory, so the 2 hours worked out great. And they gave me a Model Y. I had never driven the Model Y before. I had driven everything else in the sexy lineup, the S and the 3 and obviously the X. I had never driven the Model Y. Let me show you that Model Y right now. This will be my first time to drive the Model Y. We have a loaner for 2 hours so that I can go to lunch here at the Tesla Service Center in Coral Gables, where they take such good care of me and Lucky. Very excited here to drive this pretty blue Y. Here I am in the Y. They're calling it a demo drive in Coral Gables now. There's loaner vehicles, which you can have all day under certain circumstances like warranty repairs, and then 2-hour courtesy demo drive in this pretty blue Model Y. I'll take it. And excited to drive the Y for the first time. Before I forget, those 2 front tires at Tesla cost $1,284, and that will be included in our 150,000 mile tire recap expense video. At 150,000 miles, we'll be doing the tire expense, the overall maintenance expense, and a battery health report on Lucky, the older high mileage Model X. We now have 146,824 miles. So if you're interested in those videos, definitely click the bell for notifications. So that was my first time to drive the Model Y, a blue one. And then I would end up buying one the very next day, a blue one. Well played, Tesla, well played. Make sure you check out our Meet Karma video so you can see all about our brand new 2024 Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive long range, and hear the story about why we decided to become a 2 Tesla family and subsequently a 2 Tesla YouTube channel. Lots of videos planned in the future for the X and the Y. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put up in the corner at the end of this video, the Meet Karma video. So if you want to watch that, it'll be conveniently located in the corner. And I'll let the YouTube algorithm pick another TesLUCKY video that it thinks you will enjoy watching. And speaking of the YouTube algorithm, you're watching this video to the end, so presumably you found it a little bit entertaining or a little bit interesting. Go ahead and click the like button. It would make a big difference for a small channel like ours. Thank you so much for watching TesLUCKY.